Sup Shredders, my name is Logan aka Spiderhands and welcome to an SP Patrons video today that I'm making for Dinnerhe as part of their custom monthly music review. And if we switch over to here, we have ourselves a track on the screen. This is titled Fly As Me. It is from Bruno Mars, Paak, as well as Silk Sonic material. So I think it was released on the An Evening with Silk Sonic album, put out a few years ago now. And we're going to be listening through this track from start till finish, and we're going to hear what we think. Let's go, let's do it.
1, 2, make you wanna,
Fantastic, dude. The Motown flavor is strong with this one.
Okay, now have you ever been with a player? Take you downtown where they treat me like the mayor. Take you to the crib where you take it upstairs. What's upstairs? Shit, I'ma show you later. Don't need a spatula, everything catered. Extra flavor. Go ahead, sprinkle some truffle on your mashed potatoes. I'm trying to love you. Is you gonna love me back? You only get what you give. Ain't you heard of that? Look here, I don't ask for much.
Oh, those harmonies are fresh, dude.
You know what I want. I just want what's fair. I'll bring that fire and desire, baby. All you gotta do is meet me halfway there. I deserve to be with somebody as fly as me. Somebody this fly. And you deserve to be seen with somebody as fly as me. Somebody this fly. Oh, don't let them trick you with the jib talk.
Great vocal fry there.
Sonic smooth like a mat, float like a butterfly on every single track. And the only language that I speak, girl, is back. So once I give this game to you, I can take it back. Hollering at you from a 1977 Monte Carlo. Hard act to follow. It's showtime, trying to boo you up like it's the Apollo. Your walk is vicious. Let's get down to business. You and me together. Woo, that's something different. Ooh, come
Phenomenal amount of charisma on the mic.
I really don't, girl. I just want what's fair. Look here, I'll bring that fire and desire, baby. All you gotta do is this. All you gotta do is meet me halfway there. I deserve to be with somebody as fly as me. Somebody this fly. And you deserve to be seen with somebody as fly as me. Somebody this fly. Now for real, I'ma need y'all to understand. Let's get it. If you don't know what we talking about, I'ma have the whole band help me spell it out. Yeah, if you don't know what we talking about, concert session, here's your lesson, help me spell it out. F-L-L-Y. You ain't never seen nobody this fly. It's like we back in school again. Now come on, children, I'm spelling it. F-L-L-Y. You ain't never seen nobody this fly.
That little crack there. That vocal voice crack there. Just, it's so tremendously fascinating. It's so groovy and funky with the percussion, the rhythm section there, with the brass sections there, the guitar, the organs, everything, the vocal parts and the call and responses with the spelling stuff. It's just, it's so cool, man.
Deserve to be with somebody as fly as me. Somebody this fly. And you deserve to be seen with somebody as fly as me. Somebody this fly. Oh, ain't no bad. Somebody this fly. Yeah. And I'm looking for somebody this fly. I can't help it. I want it all. Still Sonic, let me get the 3-piece in a biscuit.
3-piece and a biscuit. Damn, man. Okay. I genuinely like this track. I thought it was really cool, and we're going to talk about it more in the conclusion. Because welcome to the conclusion of my review of this track from an act named Silk Sonic, Bruno Mars and Paak, titled Fly As Me. Now, what do we think this track is about? I think it's about a man who is communicating to a woman. They're very into the woman. They're asking if the woman's going to love them. They're trying to treat him to a good time. They're looking at how they look together. They've never even seen anything like that. There's a lot of flirting going on. It's a lot. There's definitely some game being shown here. There's a lot lot of bravado and swagger, and I love it. I think that it's fantastic music. It's got so much personality, the energy and excitement within it, as well as the self-confidence, self-assured. It's awesome. It's a classy experience as well, with the instrumentation behind the sung and rapped parts in the verses. But in addition to what the story is about, I just think it's simply the fact that I'm not sure specifically who is singing what here. I venture that Bruno Mars might be doing the verse parts, but I'm not sure. Either way, the rapped elements there are wonderful. They're just so slick with the flow of it, and it's just tremendously clean. We play with lots of different phrasings and passages rhythmically there. We have little voice cracks and kind of extra emphases on certain words there. We have a great sort of sense of unity rhythmically with some of the percussive and bass elements within it. We know to allow space for calm responses with other instruments, and we also allow ourselves to kind of sit in the ether and amongst everything else when the brass and organs and stuff come in parts where it just kind of builds up. It's just really well considered and thought out, and it's no wonder that people love this album so much. So I feel like the sung parts with the harmonies there as well, the way we integrate with the rest of the elements within the instrumental backing, just all of it is incredibly comfortable and easy to listen to and groovy, and just the mic is handled. The lead elements are sorted. Now it's just basically going into everything else within this 3.5 minute track, structurally very, very strong. You know, it's just right within that 2 to 4 minute sweet spot there. It's not too short that you're missing out on key context, but it's not too long that you're starting to sort of get bored or wonder what the hell is going to happen next, how we're going to switch things up. It's a really solid song with verses and choruses, an interlude section later on, plenty of little instrumental breaks there, plenty of time to appreciate all the different elements and ingredients within it. It's very, very solid. There's like this kind of very simple kind of distorted guitar riff there, da-da-da-dun, that just has a lot of sort of like sass to it. It's just the tone is kind of gritty and dirty, and it works well alongside the tone of the drums with like a really clean acoustic kit with these tremendous rolls on it there. A fantastic finesse across the main 4 rhythms, quarters, 8s, triplets, and 16ths, working with the snare, kick, and hi-hat patterns there. Very comfortable with the crash and certain emphases. I'm sure there were some fills in there. They don't spring to mind, but I'm sure that there were. Just the transitions are clean, but we also used space well. We didn't always have the drums there. They were just great with either their ghost notes or their mains, and it was wonderful. And I think that with the bass line itself underneath, highlighting certain parts of the snare and kick patterns, was also having its own identity, playing nicely with some of the brass parts, some of the key part, the organs, etc., and some of the guitar parts. But just ultimately, it's just a funk machine, man. It's just pulling you along and inviting you to kind of nod your head with that chord note accent there that permeates and perpetuates throughout. The organs, often a way of making the track sound huge with the way that they're designed and implemented across the stereo field. That vibrato, that oscillation with them is wonderful. I just love the life and how almost authentic to the style that they're writing this album. It was incredibly vintage, but in a way that was really positive. It brought into this era in a way that was fresh. And the brass, we play around with expectations of the brass. We have some parts which are staccato and are very quick on the attack. Other times, we kind of really bring it out. And it's just vibrant and full of life and vivacious, and it's just such a joy to listen to, the whole brass section there, with the organs, with the guitar parts, with the bass, with the drums, with the backing vocalists as well, helping with the spelling in that later section, like spelling out the hook line. It's just so cool, man. I'm pretty sure they've done spelling stuff in songs before, don't get me wrong, especially considering this was released in 2021, but still, they did it in a way that was very, very, it was addictive. It was addicting, if I'm not mistaken, that word. I think that is a word. And you just kind of wanted to hear more of it. And I didn't even want to necessarily review the track at that point because I just wanted to listen to it without having to analyze it. That is the crutch and the curse of having to listen to amazing music, and review it at the same time. But I think that sort of like with those parts together, an incredibly competent instrumental performance. It's simply just the fact that with the actual theme itself, it wasn't so much that we were trying to make the chord progressions and harmonies sound a certain way. It was more rhythm oriented, trying to sort of get you to kind of duck and dodge and just kind of like nod your head along to it with the chord note accents there. The funkiness of some of the chromatic switches with the keys or like the bass lines or whatever the guitars, working with sort of pentatonics and bluesy kind of elements as well there. Just affecting some of the eighth notes to kind of switch it up and add a little bit of sort of spice and life to it. And then the actual the dynamic range of it with the variations, some of those big parts where the brass and the organs come in and everything just at once, and it pulls off again. It's a song where it's trying to take you through that journey, that adventure with Bruno Mars, Anderson .Paak, etc. And it excels at that. It sounds sexy, it's, you know, it's chic and sophisticated, and it's just a really wonderful theme there that uses extensions but traditionally relies on the riff and also encompasses all the core elements required to make a song both within this genre and also in 2021. It's just awesome, dude. Really well played, compelling theme. The studio production, recording, mixing, and mastering was commercial grade. The vocals were nice and clear in the mix, the backing parts as well, the spelling parts, but you know, the call and response there was great. All the different sort of the organ parts, the brass, the guitars, bass, drums, any sort of woodwinds. I'm pretty sure there was some woodwinds as well, I think, in there, and other elements there. And it's just stunning. There is replay value and re-listen, the opportunity to just like re-listen to it and get, I think, capture new sort of ingredients or nuances that you might have missed on the first time because you were kind of trying to absorb all of everything that was going on there. It's just wonderful how detailed and how much of a passion project it was, like a labor of love for these guys. And I think it paid off, like the leveling, EQing, the way things were panned in a stereo field, you know, like the dynamic range to it there, the way it was limited, you know, mixed and mastered. It's just tremendous, really impressive effort on behalf of everyone involved. I love it to pieces. And thank you for watching my review of this track from an act named Bruno Mars, Anderson .Paak, Silk Sonic, titled Fly As Me, off of An Evening with Silk Sonic, and hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please do go show them some love via their various social medias and Spotify page, and stay cool and stay safe. Please remember to support your local musicians and artists at this point in time, as need the help more than ever with all the crazy stuff going on in the world. And I will catch you in the next SP Patrons video. Spiderhands out.